He tweeted yesterday, after discussing the latest developments with the rest of the players, there's no reason to engage with MLB in any further compensation reductions. We've previously negotiated a pay cut in the version of prorated salaries, and there's no justification to accept a second pay cut based upon the current information the union has received. I'm glad to hear other players voicing the same viewpoint and believe MLB's economic strategy would completely change if all documentation were to become public information.
Right. So he's saying the owners have more money than they're actually saying they have.
Right. Open up the books is what he's saying.
Well, I just saw a list. I don't know if somebody just tweeted us.
Which they probably do.
I think the learners, I think it might have been Bill Rowland tweeting, the learners are listed as the third richest owners in Major League Baseball, valued at about $3.9 billion.
Who's overtaken them? Because for years they were listed as the wealthiest owners in all of Major League Baseball.
Let me go find that tweet again.
Is it the
It's
Giants
a listing
ownership
by Neil
group?
Greenberg.
Or no? I feel like the Giants ownership
Looks
group
like the
has a ton of
Dolan
dough.
family is worth $4.6 billion, and Charlie Johnson owns the Giants $4 billion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who do the Dolans own? Remind me. JP?
That's the Mets, right?
That's the Mets.
No, the Indians.
The
Oh,
Indians.
it's the Indians.
The
All right.
Mets are Fred Wilpon. He's worth just
that's right,
another
Wilpon.
half a bill.
Well, I think he's putting it up for sale, right? Didn't we see that A-Rod and J-Lo were trying to put together a group to buy the Mets? I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe
I feel
buy
like
a
we
portion
did that
of it.
story. Yeah.
But again, we said it. There's no way that the guys that are making 15, 20, 25 million are going to take 80% cuts.
Well, I don't know many people that would, especially if you're, you have some financial security, are going to do anything for an 80% pay.
Yeah, I mean, 80%
pay cut.
it's nonsense. And the owners definitely knew there was going to be a counter, so let's see what the counter is.
Especially considering that they had already negotiated a 50% pay cut, And the 50% pay cut was prorated based on games too, correct or no? Am I wrong about that?
Well, yeah, because it was based on 82 games, half the season.
So it was based on 82 games. It wasn't 50% of
I think it was
82 games. It was just 50% overall.
It was the prorated salary based on the games that they would play, which would have been 82.
Which didn't factor in no fans, maybe no concessions, that sort of thing.
Correct.
Right. Look, I don't know. I actually am weirdly optimistic that they'll figure something out. I really am.
I know, but the longer they take to figure it out, then they're not going to be able to get 100 games or 82 games in.
Yeah.
And then when are they starting the spring training the next year? They're going to start it on time?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what's going to
you can only play, so long into the season or into the fall or winter. I mean, unless you're playing in Florida.
They're going to see these other leagues up and running. I think if it's golf, it's going to. I mean, obviously NASCAR's now up and running. Golf's going to be up and running in 2 weeks from today. Once they start seeing these other leagues and these other guys out there playing, competing, see them on TV, and things, kind of normal again, these other leagues are going to want to get back in there and get their piece of the pie. So I think it's going to snowball. It's going to happen pretty quickly. That's my guess. It's my guess.
I hope you're right.
Yeah.